You probably don't realize it, but today you will put your life in the hands of dozens of people you have never met. You will eat food harvested by strangers, drive on roads engineered by strangers, and walk through dense crowds of them without a second thought. We are the only animal on the planet that routinely entrusts its survival and safety to individuals outside its immediate family. If a chimpanzee wandered into a neighboring troop, it would immediately be treated as a hostile threat. For millions of years, human ancestors operated under the exact same biological laws. Trust was never assumed. It had to be earned directly, through a rigorous process we call interpersonal trust. In the wild, primates prove they are safe by spending hours together, grooming, fighting, and picking bugs out of each other's hair. You know exactly who the leader is and who you can rely on because you have interacted with them every single day. This physical approach to building relationships is incredibly effective, but it is slow. Because it requires constant physical presence and direct interaction, an individual can only track the allegiances of a very small group. Early sapiens developed a cognitive workaround for this bottleneck: gossip. Suddenly, you didn't have to spend hours grooming someone to know if they were a cheat. You could simply ask a mutual friend. This evolutionary upgrade allowed early humans to form larger, more stable bands. This diagram illustrates a hard biological ceiling. The maximum natural size of a group bonded by intimate acquaintance is roughly 150 individuals. Go past that number and our cognitive hardware redlines. The social order destabilizes and the group inevitably splits in two. We simply lack the physical brain capacity to maintain intimate relationships with thousands of people. Under the strict laws of biology, a sprawling city of strangers is an absolute impossibility. Yet right around the agricultural revolution, humans started cramming together. Villages expanded into towns containing thousands of people, blowing right past our natural 150-person threshold. Having massive food surpluses in the storehouse doesn't guarantee a functioning society. If 1,000 people cannot agree on how to divide the land or settle disputes, strife spreads immediately, regardless of how much wheat you have saved up. Without a built-in genetic instinct for mass cooperation, encountering someone you didn't know in one of these early expanding settlements was a tense, dangerous event. The default state of nature was paranoia. If you have zero biological connection and absolutely no reputational data on the person standing across from you, you have no logical reason to trust them with your life, your property, or your trade goods. For human society to survive its own growth, it had to detach trust from personal reputation and anchor it to a completely new mechanism. The solution was a cognitive leap into what historians call an intersubjective reality. This is an imagined order, a shared set of rules or myths that exists entirely within the collective minds of a large group of people. Instead of trying to trust the stranger, humans started putting their faith in invented systems. We agreed to respect the shared fiction, and that fiction allowed us to cooperate. You can see this clearly in ancient Babylon. Hundreds of thousands of subjects managed to live together because they all submitted to the Code of Hammurabi. These abstract laws, carved into stone, acted as a cooperation manual for the entire empire. The exact same mechanism governs our world right now. When you stand in a massive crowd on Wall Street, you aren't trusting the individuals around you. You are trusting the rules of the financial market and the roles those people play within it. We've surrounded ourselves with invisible scaffolding. Professional titles, legal codes, and corporate brands guarantee behavior. They provide an assurance of safety without requiring us to ever learn someone's name. The people we interact with every day aren't really strangers at all. They are predictable actors, performing specific roles within a shared fictional system that we both happen to believe in. We can pull off this massive coordination trick because of a specific cognitive upgrade: fictive language. Unlike a monkey that uses a specific call to warn about a physical lion, we can talk about things that don't exist in the physical world at all. This allows us to weave common myths that millions of people can adopt simultaneously. When enough people decide to believe in an abstract concept like a nation or universal human rights, it instantly aligns the goals of total strangers, creating a binding network of mutual trust. By allowing us to transmit information about things that do not exist, language became the foundational technology for building massive social networks. Modern civilization does not exist because human beings evolved to be naturally peaceful or exceptionally altruistic toward outsiders. In a small one-on-one scenario, we are embarrassingly similar to our primate cousins. Our dominance as a species is entirely derived from our mastery of impersonal trust. We are willing to surrender our safety to imagined orders, which allows us to coordinate our actions in massive numbers. We started in small, rigid bands, strictly limited by biological constraints. Today, we operate in vast, flexible networks of millions, completely bypassing our own genetic code. But if shared myths are the ultimate tool for strangers to cooperate, it raises a question. What is the most successful, universally believed fiction ever invented? There is one system of impersonal trust that manages to bridge almost every cultural, linguistic, and religious divide on Earth. Next time, we'll look at the ultimate fiction: money.